We're actually here in Southern California right now in a small little community called Menifee Valley. It's very pleasant, very nice. About 5 years ago, if you look this direction amongst the hills, you'd seen this place just knee-deep in home developing. This right here gives you an idea of the current market status. Yet, at the same site, when we pan this direction, we're going to find out that we actually have vibrant, alive community. So we actually have a juxtaposition of the before and the after. And that's good. That means our economy is working. That TARP money is actually being used for something good, actually. And part of the purpose today on taking this tour is to give you an idea of where the market is. And what we're going to do by doing that is look at various stages of home development. We've got some homes that are probably about 90% complete. Okay? And then just right down the block, we've got occupied homes with wonderful families probably living in this nice community. And we also have some homes that are probably at the 80% level, just the post drywall. You can see that we've got set concrete here that's probably dried, okay? And they're working right here on probably some of the electrical and the landscape. Here, follow me. Okay, so here we are. We're in your typical tract home right now. And this could be anywhere USA. This could be Salt Lake City, Utah, Las Vegas, Nevada, or it could certainly be Langley, Virginia, Jacksonville, Florida. It doesn't matter, okay? Anywhere middle America, this is your typical tract home. This is probably in just about the final stages. So here we are actually in the same home that we just visited from outside. And this is your typical, standard, vanilla, cookie cutter, shelf ready home. I made a lot of money with stuff like this. As plain as it may seem, believe me. You see white walls here? I used to see green walls here, actually. And that may be all fine and dandy, but a timing becomes an issue. Now, if you're faced with buying a home like this, which is about 80% complete, I would say, you're probably not going to make a lot of money. Why is that? Because the appreciation mark just came and went. What you want to look at in terms of an investor is when you've got flat ground, sticks or ups, okay, or the home isn't weather wrapped. If you had been here, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, this probably would have been it, and I'd be standing maybe on dirt, but probably just on concrete with sticks going up in the air. And the reason why I would have taken a pass on that is because you want to get in the early stages of development for a particular property. I would typically buy new tract housings when it was just dirt, simply an empty lot. In some circumstances, utilities, plumbing, even the curb cuts weren't in place. That's the best time to get in. Why? Well, because they're typically priced very low. Let's say relatively, if it were a $200,000 home, you might see a developer give an incentive at $180,000 home. Why? Because they want closed contracts to bring to their construction lenders, because that's where they draw down and get the seed capital to do a whole master plan community, or even just do a 10-home construction deal, okay? They need closed contracts. So when they see a guy like me, an investor, or even a single family of 4 go in there that has a signed contract, has the ability to close, has good credit, they're prudent in their decision making, that's like money in the bank. It literally is, because it gives them the opportunity to get money from the money changers, okay, and develop their home site. Now, I wouldn't buy anything like this, okay, because it's too already.
But they actually work with investors. Investors are part of their process.
Yeah, investors are an important part of the food chain. In fact, it's been said that investors are a hidden supply, and they actually are. Without investor capital, and without investors, small investors like myself, when I used to buy over the past decade, some of these developers would have not have had the opportunity to build it.